G'day guys and welcome to the round 5 edition of the Freo Newsroom. A very special round this week as it's ANZAC Day round and we take on Carlton on Friday night in the annual Len Hall game. But before we get on to that, here's Garrick with a wrap of last week's game against St Kilda.
Thanks, Crowds. Yeah, last Friday was a big game for us on the biggest stage. Friday night, Etihad Stadium against the Saints. It was a big game for us and was really hard-fought game. Plenty of pressure. The boys played really well. Relentless effort, I think, got us across the line. There was a few standout performers. I think Ryan Crowley was one of them, but Stephen Hill got the 3 votes. Run and gun style play that he's known for. Ryan Crowley, you got the 2. And Michael Barlow contributed, like always, with 1 vote.
Great work, Garrick. Now, as we said, it's the Len Hall round this game. So going along with the ANZAC Day theme, the newsroom went around and interviewed a few of the young players and seen what's the most courageous thing that they've done.
The most courageous thing I've ever done is ask Nick Subban to borrow some money because he's known as a bit of a tight ass, you know. So I asked him and he ended up sparing me a couple of dollars. So I reckon that's pretty courageous.
Well, a few years ago I went to the dawn service at Kings Park and fainted from standing there still too long and managed to get back up and see the rest of the service. So I thought that was pretty courageous.
Now, Crowds, we've been talking about the Len Hall match. What actually do you know about Len Hall?
I know a little bit, Garrick, but I've got a feeling that you might have something for me.
Well, Crowds, Len Hall was actually a Gallipoli veteran. He was born in Sydney and moved over to Perth after the war. He lived to the ripe age of 101 years old and he was part of the Light Horse Brigade. And it says here he was actually 16 years old when he signed up for the war and actually lied about his age. So he was a bit younger than what he actually said he was, so good on you, Len Hall, and really appreciate it. All right, Crowds, here's a little story for you about Len Hall. He actually met his wife when he was on the way to the wharf, on the way to Egypt. He saw her in the crowd, pulled out the feather from his cap and said, here you go, miss, this is yours. And then 4 years later on his return, she saw him, pulled him over and said, would you like your feather back, sir?
That is a lovely romantic story, isn't it, Gaz?
It's one of the better ones I've heard, yeah.
Do you reckon Soph and Samara would keep our feathers?
I'd like to think so.
I'd like to think so too. So this Friday night we honour the great man Len Hall. That's it from the newsroom this week. We'll be back at round 7 when we take on Port Adelaide.
We'll leave you now with the team that'll take on Carlton this Friday night in our ANZAC Day game. But before we leave, this is the last minute from last year's ANZAC Day game. Enjoy.
Send it down. Crowd are going crazy. Mundy from behind. Big fist forward. Ballantyne unsighted all night. And he kicks out him the full. The worst of all possible options.
And Matty Boyd's had a terrific game, 45 disposals.
Somehow got to get it to the other side of the ground. They won't, you wouldn't think, get through this mess. High kick, Roughhead, tried the fist on. They did. Griffin, Higgins, caught by Duffield. Brilliant tackle. Somehow extracts a kick. This ball, win it now. Fremantle win the game. Johnson back. De Boer down to 30 seconds. Half forward.
Look at this.
Time would win it for them. They don't even need a goal. Fife knocks it inside 50. Lower. Runs. Left foot. Drives it long. Sparkling game. One of the games of the year.
Beautifully called drive. Absolutely outstanding. Numbers to the ball. It's a game of inches AFL football. And you just see the composure there. Lower started on the bench and Matthew Pavich is saying, just have a look at this passage of play again, just numbers forward. The Bullies had to roll the dice as well. They were behind, they knew that. And on the turnover they had the extra numbers on the way back. And now you'll see the Freo players get behind the ball.
Sandlin's in the middle. Just to see out the seconds now. The Dogs know they've given this one up. Griffin, a wobbler inside 50. Off some hands. Pitt, kick around the body. The siren sounds and the roar tells the story.